Hi guys, and happy weekend. So today we are doing our outlook for the week of October 25th to October 31st. First, I like to mention I feel like I look like Tom Cruise in that movie, where he comes out dancing in an oversized shirt. And I cut my bangs again, and I cut them really short this time, but my hair grows so fast, so it almost seems like I'm going through it. Maybe I'm going through it, or I'm just like obsessed with bangs. Like bangs are like my Botox. I don't do Botox. So I feel like if I cut my bangs, it's like my thing now at 40. So that's interesting. So today we are taking a look at that energy. And if you guys are ready for your reading and if you're ready for your courses with me, which I teach them very, very differently. It's very kind of like personal, right? You definitely want to use code Scorpio and you save 50% on all courses. So all courses, all workshops, all challenges. And if you could use code SOL, SOL, you save 25% on all readings. The thing here is that I am scheduling now for the end of May, beginning of June 2022. So it's a long wait, but you guys know it's worth it, right? So just get on there. If you don't know which reading to choose because it's your first one, I'd say go with a guidance reading. And then I always email you closer to your date, and you do have the option to change that reading. So if you wanted to do a past life by them, then we do a past life, right? So the deck that we're using today is by the beautiful Chris Ann, and we're using the Muse Tarot, which is always on my table. And we're pulling out 3 cards for this week. So we are just taking a look at the essence for this coming week and where we are, right? What to work on, what to focus. You guys know that I do my readings based on ourselves rather than the collective itself, because we already know it's crazy out there. So first we have the Death card, and I just cannot get enough of this Death card. There's so much happening here. It is so beautiful. And then we also see the Moth. So the Death card is kind of saying, of course, an end to a cycle, a beginning to another. But I feel like it's telling us next week to really begin to dive deeper into our shadow work. We've seen a lot of lacking mentality. I don't know about you guys, but it's just there, this thoughts that we're not good enough, or this will never happen for me, or I'm just gonna settle. This is where we want to put our energy next week. We want to make sure that this lacking mentality doesn't take your strength, it doesn't take your energy. When we see the Death card, we are in a shift, but this doesn't mean I don't feel like this is a fast shift, like bam, we're shifting and we're gonna be done shifting next week. I feel like we're entering a whole new crossroads in our life, right? And this is going to be a few months up to a year of really going within and working with ourselves. Are we carrying around regrets, resentments, missed opportunities that we are just wishing we could go back? We have to stop that. This is the moment that we have right here. So this is where we need to be, right? So we see a lot of working with the self with the Death card. It's such a beautiful and truthful message. It's not the message of, we're transitioning and everything's going to be fine. This is going to be a hard road, but it's going to be worth it. Then we see the Queen of Materials. We're still seeing that lacking mentality. The Queen of Materials is a beautiful woman. Right, she is supposed to be standing strong. She is standing, she is blooming, but look at that. She's coming in reverse. Bam, once again, we're still seeing the lacking mentality. Self-doubt is definitely very present. You have to take a look at the people that are around you. Are these people that make you feel like you can accomplish anything, or are these people that are completely exhausting you? Maybe you're trying to help somebody, maybe you're trying to give them some words of advice, and it doesn't matter what you say because you're never going to understand them, right? So it's time to set some boundaries there. It's time to really step away from people that are arrogant, people that one reason or another need to be in your life, but they're not really bringing anything except exhaustion to you, right? A lot of times we don't realize, but our lacking energy can be coming from the outside world, right? It could be coming from everything that we're dealing with, everything that's going wrong. And then we just start thinking that this is what I deserve. This is my life is doom. And it's not. You have to call that power back to you, right? Because the more power we give away, the more chances people have to ruin our day. And it's like, hell no, I've worked so hard on my happiness. I'm not going to let let this particular thing take that from me because that's mine, right? The next one that we see here is the Seven of Voices in reverse. Seven of Voices in reverse is going within once again and seeing, are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you on the go? Are you under the idea that if you're constantly doing something, then your worth goes up. And if you take a break, then it becomes procrastination. This is finding balance in our everyday everything. This is like, I will work, but I will also play, right? I will do this, but I will also do that. You have gotten so used to you doing things for other people that you are in this crossroads that you're trying to figure out, wait, what about me? So this is a time to break these restrictions. This is a time to really set yourself free from whatever restrictions you've placed on yourself. This is a time that you literally start living, right? Allow yourself to live, allow yourself to have a good time. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to pull out our last card. Right, so our last card is going to be from this deck right here, which I do not remember the name, but it's on my table, right? So the card that we have, it's Merope, and she looks like Charlize Theron. Doesn't she? So Merope is the priestess. So this is a time to work with embodying, right? So it says, I am an embodiment of the divine feminine. So this is not just using this affirmation, but believing it yourself. This is tuning into your compassion, to your nurturing side. This is tuning into your gifts, right? Whatever you want to call them, to your intuition, and stop doubting yourself. The crystal for this week is going to be red jasper. For those days that we are feeling our worth is falling. Remember, it's all about good and bad days. We don't label. I never grew up labeling anything, thanks to the elders. Our sadness is valid. Our anger is valid. It is all medicine, right? We were just so programmed into thinking that everything has to be happy, everything has to be good, and that puts a lot of pressure because it's so toxic. So allow yourself time and allow yourself extra love on those days that you just don't feel these things because you're human and it's perfectly normal, right? What we want to do is raise our frequency one step at a time. So I hope you guys love this message. I did too. I think we all needed to hear this. So I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Lots of love and light to you all, and blessed be. Bye-bye.